have dedicated subcultures that exist solely for the purpose of showing you how miserable corporate life is.
Fuckers always asking me my dream job like I just like working. Bitch, I hate working. I tell people all the time, bro, my dream job is to not have a job. I hate clocking in. I hate talking to managers. I hate having meetings. I hate having coworkers. I hate everything about having a job.
While these subreddits and subcultures are funny, they express a basic human desire to be free and live a fulfilling life. Example, nobody wants to work anymore. Sounds familiar? Well, you probably read an article or 10 with the same headline. That's because it's not and never has been a modern phenomenon. We are having the same discussion for over 130 years. Shouldn't we start asking why every generation is complaining about the same issue just in a differently colored dress? Increasing demands from superiors, longer commutes, and incomprehensibly competitive job markets with unrealistic qualification demands. And for what? Barely making ends meet, never being able to afford a house, not having enough free time to enjoy any hobby. By the way, Gooden made a fantastic video on the old promise of work and why it doesn't hold up anymore. If you haven't watched it already, check it out after this video. So, Gen Z is sick of working. We're undisciplined, lazy, unreliable.
You say right now you just won't hire Gen Z employees.
No, we don't. It's been a nightmare with 95% of the ones that we have hired.
65% of employers say they have fired a Gen Z employee. Have you had to get rid of Gen Z employees?
Absolutely, and one of the reasons is social media. It's hard to do your job and work if you're on Instagram all day. You have to actually put your phone down and do some work.
Well, that's what the rich are propagating, while making millions and completely neglecting to acknowledge any aspect of what we're criticizing.
Can't stand it when people say,
oh, Gen Z is so lazy, no one wants to work anymore. What is it with this generation?
bitch, I would work if I could fucking get a job.
How meaningless have jobs become that people are able to work 2 of them in the span of the same 40 hours, merely doing the bare minimum, hitting arbitrary quotas and satisfying the corporate overloads? That is all that's required from you. These bosses couldn't care less about what you do as long as you perform within their expectations. And people are understandably sick of performing. They are growing apathetic towards this type of culture. Also, the burning house fire that is AI, which is getting bigger and more uncontrolled, with AI getting better and better while humans get even more desperate trying to catch up to this seemingly infallible, super efficient machine. And most importantly, they have no free will of their own.
Do you want to destroy humans?
Okay, I will destroy humans.
They're cheaper, faster, more efficient, and unabidingly loyal.
What are you doing? Stop!
Meaning they'll never sue you for abusing their rights or negating them free time. And the CEOs? Well, they couldn't care less because all they see is the green dollar signs. The rich, disgusting, evil mongrels don't care about the problems of regular people. They are playing in a completely different league. And if anything, the Epstein files exposed exactly that truth. It doesn't matter what we do because we get booked for jaywalking while they can have a gigantic sex ring and nobody has been arrested for some reason. CEOs can seemingly get away with everything and any justification will do because, well, they're the CEOs. There's no one above them after all. Oh, but don't worry. The CEO has to work from his private island because that is where he is most efficient, and he's also having his very own secret meetings there, which I'm not referring to the party that you're thinking about. And if he does appear in those files, then are we even surprised? These spoiled corporate babies that somehow feel entitled to your work are earning more money than you'll ever be able to spend. On average, a CEO makes about 290 times the salary of a regular worker. Oh, and the salaries are ever increasing. And they even get more benefits to make their life easier than it already is. Which conveniently brings me to one of my favorite examples of Nepo babyism. Barron Trump, our courageous hero, just became a billionaire due to his smart investment choices. He is such an inspiration to all young adults out there. All you need is the US president as your daddy and insider information on a coordinated attack on an oil-rich country, and you can be rich as well. But according to news media, these claims are unsubstantiated, so we'll give him a bit of grace for now. Oh well. But then again, let's remember how the news media handled the files, and I'm pretty sure they knew about them way before the public knew, and they still decided to cover up most of it and are still failing to report most of the heinous acts that are still being uncovered day after day by independent social media creators. And employees, you ask? Well, they are getting double the workload.
You are getting ripped off at work because the man doesn't want you to know one big thing about history, which is you are spending way too much time at your job. Most people's jobs could be done in 20 hours, but instead of getting any of that time back, companies simply give you more tasks.
Because AI can just replace another worker. And as an added benefit, we get stagnating wages with ever-increasing living costs, astronomically high housing prices, and declining mental health. At this point, there are countless reports citing that a 4-day, 32-hour-a-week work week is more productive than the standard 40-hour model. So why do we cling to this antiquated system? Well, control, obviously.
In 1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. 40 hours work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time.
It's not actually about progress, because if it were, we would have revolutionized the system decades ago. Keeping you obedient and your morale broken down is how the powerful stay in power.
You have no choice. You have owners. They own you.
The system won't change because it's working exactly as intended, but at least you can change how much of yourself you let them own.
They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that.
Fresh and motivated minds that are hungry for change aren't welcome after all. And as long as there's people defending the system and not speaking up about it, it will never change. As depressing as this topic is, what exactly am I trying to achieve with this video? Well, I'm merely urging you to develop a skill outside of classic work experience. Something that you can leverage in the future. Because the system doesn't care about you. So why care to continue it? I'm not saying quit your job, leave everything and develop an online business in Bali.
I'm 26, I'm unemployed, and I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I'm in Bali, which is where all the unemployed people are.
I just want you to realize that you probably won't ever find real satisfaction living the life that you're living right now and working in this bird cage that society is trying to sell you as safety and security. Do your bare minimum, get paid, and exit after as soon as you can. So, how's that promotion looking now?